welcome back to my channel. So for today's episode, I'll be sharing to you my preparation before the application for the Global Korea Scholarship or the GKS program. Before we continue with this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Alright, so these things that I'll be sharing to you are just purely my experience, what I did to prepare for the scholarship or to prepare for the application. I hope this video will give you a lot of information on how to prepare and what to do before you apply for the GKS or for the scholarship. For your information, I applied for the GKS program for the graduate degree 2021 and I chose university track instead of embassy track. So the scholarship annually opens on February and runs through March. So that is the time span of the scholarship application from February until March every year. So it only opens once a year for the graduate degree and once a year for the undergraduate degree. And yes, all the deadlines are posted in each university and of course in your embassy. So you have to take note of that. Alright, so I have prepared here a lot of things as far as I could remember while preparing for the scholarship. So I'll be sharing to you step by step of all the things I did to prepare before the application opened. So it took me around, I think, many months in preparing for this scholarship, from the essays, from the recommendations, and contacting professors, sending emails to the universities. It took me a lot of months and days and times and weeks to do those things. And of course, with those process, a lot of process to do, patience is the key. Alright, so let's start. Here are the things I did to prepare for the scholarship. First one, I printed and read the guidelines properly. Actually, these things are crucial thing in understanding the process of the scholarship. All the guidelines are on the internet. You just search it, Global Korea Scholarship or the KGSP as what they call it before. It's all available on the internet. So of course, since the application for the 2021 graduate degree is still closed, I just used the previous guidelines for the 2020 KGSP guidelines. So it actually helped me a lot, and the guidelines just changed a little or a few, and most of the major requirements are not changed. So you better read the guidelines. Wait, I will show you my this one. I printed this because I think for me, having a hard copy of the guideline is helpful, especially when you are contacting a lot of universities. So at the very last page of the guidelines, you can see the information of the universities and of course the emails or the emails of the embassy of your country. So yeah, you can contact them by email or you can call them through telephone. So that's the first thing I did. I printed it. I check, of course, the quota on each country. So you have to check the quota of each university. For me, I applied for the university track, so I just checked how many applicants will they accept for the university track in my country. So it's actually listed here on the list, and of course I need to take note of that, like how many will they accept every year for this scholarship, so that I will know how many people will I be competing with. So in my country, Philippines, we only have 28, or they will only accept 28, and that quota is also divided into two categories. 16, they will accept 16 applicants for general application and 12 applicants for the regional sciences and engineering. So you need to know where your application is. Are you applying to general application or for the regional application. And of course, in this guideline, you can see the lists of the university from type A and type B universities that you can apply to, especially if you want to apply to a Sky University or just, a regional university outside Seoul. Alright, so that's the first thing I did to prepare. I read the guidelines, I read each line in the guidelines so that I can understand how the process of the scholarship is. So that's the first thing I did, and it's one of the most important thing you can do is to read the guideline. Yes, and if you will search the GKS or the KGSP on the internet, all the things that you need to know are uploaded in PDF file, Excel file, and Word file, and it also has the KGSP frequently asked questions. So there's a lot of questions. I know you have a lot of questions, and me too, while preparing for this scholarship, have a lot of questions. So these frequently asked questions files really helped me a lot in answering all the questions that I have. And of course, with the questions that I have that is not mentioned here, I tried to look at it on the internet or on the people that was accepted by the scholarship. I tried contacting them to get a lot of information about this scholarship, and it helped me. Alright, so the next thing I did was to print. So I love printing so that I can have a hard copy and check this information of the participating university. So with this, you can see all the universities that participates in this Global Career Scholarship Program. And in here, you can also see the information of the university, like their emails and the courses or the major they offer. So by printing this and having this copy, I can now eliminate those universities that doesn't offer my major. So a lot of universities doesn't offer my major. So I only have few choices from regional universities and type A universities. So I checked everything that has my major, and of course I compiled it. After compiling, of course, I tried to check their emails. If they don't have their emails on my copy, I just check the school website on the internet, get their email, and then collect all the emails of the universities that offers my major. So that is the next thing I did after printing the copy of the list of the participating university. Alright, so after making sure that those universities has my major, yes, I'm reading my notes, I email them individually. So all the universities that offer my major, I email them. And take note, the GKS application was still not open that time. It was, I think, in August or September. I started sending emails to the universities that offers my major. So that's the next thing I did. So how or what was my email all about? Of course, I asked them if they are participating for the GKS 2021. So I tried to make sure that they will participate, of course, so that I could apply to that university. And the next thing I asked them is the funding opportunities, the details of the scholarship. So only few universities replied to my email. Yes, and some universities really gave me a lot of information, the whole information about the GKS. And some universities just answer my question like, yes, they will participate for the GKS scholarship. And of course, they told me that the application is still closed as I was sending them emails in September. So it's the undergraduate degrees. So that's how they answered my email. I also included in my email like the information about the department I'm applying to, and they also gave me the faculty informations. And of course, that was so helpful for me since in the faculty information they already have the emails and everything that I need to know about the faculty or the professor that I want to be under with. And take note, contacting professors and asking for their recommendation is very, very helpful if you are applying for the sciences, or if your major is in natural science, engineering, and yes, regional application, because if you're working in a lab, you really need to have an advisor or a professor that can accept you in the laboratory. Alright, so after I got a reply, the next thing to do is try to email the faculty in the department in the university you are applying to. Like for example, you got an email from this specific university that they will participate in the GKS program. So after receiving their emails, try to go to their website, find the website of your department, find the website of the department you're applying to, and most of the website provide the information of the faculty or the professors. So most of the information about the professor is on the internet if you just make your effort and do your best in searching on the internet. A lot of informations are already provided in there. Yeah, so once you got the information about your professor from that specific university, now try sending them a cold email. Try asking them if they could help you with the KGSP application or if they can accept you in their laboratory. So that is what I wrote on my email for the professor. Like, of course, first I introduced myself, my major, and what country I am from. And then the next part, I told the professor that I participated in this training, in these seminars, online and offline and face-to-face. It's like you are introducing yourself, of course, to the professor, since that professor does not know you at all. So it's better to introduce yourself in a brief manner, in a professional manner, and then on the next part is to ask politely the professor if the professor can help you with the KGSP application, or if that professor can accept you on his or her laboratory. And after that, you can tell him that you need to have a recommendation letter so that you will get accepted in that university. So just be honest, be professional, and be open to that professor that you are going to email with. Yes, and you also have to take note that most of the professor will not reply to your email. You need to accept the fact that most of the professors will just ignore your emails, or they just don't like to reply. That's what I thought, because I sent, I think, 50 emails to different professors, to a lot of professors, and I only got one professor who accepted me to his laboratory. Yes, and I will show you here how our conversation went on. Here, and until I got accepted in the university screening, I was sending emails to that professor so that we can make good connection, and of course he can be aware of what is happening on my application. So that is what I did during the application time and before the application time. And I can also show you here how the recommendation looked like that the professor gave to me. This one. So that is the recommendation that he gave to me so that I will get accepted in this in the university I'm applying to. And take note again, this recommendation can help you a lot, but doesn't secure your slot in the university. You can comment down below, or you can message me directly on my pages, my Instagram and Facebook, so that I can give you some hint or some copy of my letters that I sent to the professors, and can help you as well. Once again, just make sure that that university you're applying to will participate on the GKS program. So once I'm certain and I'm sure that I will apply to this university, that's the time I started preparing for the documents. Even though the application is still closed, I printed the guidelines from the previous year. The requirements are just the same, it doesn't change at all. So I started preparing for the documents, the major documents that they needed for the application. So I started sending emails to my professor in my university, and asking for the recommendation letters, since it's a necessity to get the recommendation letters. And I started printing my certificates, securing certificates for the trainings, for the webinars, seminars, online and offline. Those certificates are optional. It can add points to your application, so just secure few certificate. And if you want me to do another video for the requirements, just comment it down below and I will gladly help you prepare step by step for the requirements. Yes, and once again, just remember, these are all my experience and these are the things I did while waiting for the application to open. And what are the advantage for this? Of course, if you prepare earlier than the application date or deadline, of course, once the application opens, it won't be hard for you. You will just need to submit your paper right away to the university you're applying to. So less hassle. And you know the situation around, right? The pandemic, getting documents takes a lot of time. So if you're preparing ahead, the application will be as smooth as my hair. So I hope this video helped you a lot, and if you want me to do more of this kind of videos for the GKS, please comment it down below and I would gladly help you on the things that of course I know also. And these are merely the things I experienced throughout this process. And yeah, I passed the round 1 and I'm still waiting for the round 2, which will be out few more days. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.